Like you say, the dredge crew, you can always see them out. You see fishing this lay down now. There's a lot of structure in the water. It's just in the coves. You know, Preston, talking about when BrushPile started, I can still remember the first meeting I had with you, and you know, you were telling me you wanted to branch into some of your own video stuff, and the fishing show was the first thing that was going to get started. And I remember telling you, it's not like doing some video and in a controlled environment. I said, there'll be days where it's rainy, snowy, we can't do it, or the fish just will not cooperate.
Yeah.
Well, we've had luck overall.
We have it. At the time, that's 11 years ago, reality TV shows were really coming on the scene heavy, and we thought, well, heck, why not try something like that?
Yeah.
And then, you know, I handed you a contract.
I still have
Speaking
that.
about that contract, and you still have it. And so not very often can you do 11-year series on a handshake.
Yeah. It's been good. We've had some great times, put together some good shows. I think what's set our show apart is we've just had such good guests over the years.
Good guests and good sponsors.
Yep.
We spent, you know, the past 11 years, we've filtered through a lot of sponsors, and I consider we have top shelf sponsorship now from the leaders in the industry, and they make the difference.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to, you know, all the things we do, it's an educational show. So we're always trying to teach different things, and it's a funny thing. You know, I got started fishing because, well, I fished as a kid growing up, but I kind of got started when we did the BrushPile Fishing show.
Yep. Yep.
So at 55, I said, you know, I got a lot of things to learn. Went to a few tournaments and never finished last, but never finished first. And I watched a lot of good professional fishermen and got to know some of them. And the detail and the preparation those guys put into to fish in a tournament is remarkable. I mean, they just, that's their passion, and they work at it. And, you know, the one thing I always hear is you got to spend time on the water.
Yep.
And that is the truth.
No doubt about it.
The little amount of fishing I did do, you know, was on this lake. And then when we started traveling with the show, we'd go to lakes that had 130, 150 foot deep spots in them and clear water. And it was like,
A little intimidating.
what is this all about? Yes. Yeah.
Even today, I just, clear water intimidates me a little bit. I'm used to this stuff that we're in.
And those are really some of the things that, as you hang around anglers, you know, teach you when you pull into a lake you've never fished. Where do you start?
Yeah.
How do you break that lake down into knowing where to look for the type of fish you're going to go there for?
Well, and that goes back to those tournament guys, you know. That's, to me, the biggest plus they have is breaking down a lake and knowing where to start. And of course, that changes with the seasons also.
Well, Russ, we got a few other spots I think we
get
can check out.
Yep. We are moving.
Okay.